Today's topic is something every condo buyer and owner should watch before buying in Ocean City. I'm going to give you a quick overview of a new Maryland bill that will impact your beach property. So don't skip this video. There's a lot of important information you're going to want to hear. For those of you that don't know, last year, the state of Maryland enacted a new House bill called HB 107. If you're an existing condo owner or someone looking to buy a beach condo, this affects you all the same. Why? Because it impacts the future of every condo building in the entire state. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into this subject, making sure you know exactly what this bill means, why it's being done, and how it will affect different condo buildings here at the beach. Welcome to Selling Ocean City. I'm Grant Fritschle with the Fritschle Barker Group at KWOC. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your beach home, I want to help. So make sure you click that like and subscribe button below. You'll stay up to date on all of our best real estate tips and tricks. Let's start with a quick crash course on HB 107 and what it is. HB 107 is a new legislation passed by the Maryland General Assembly stating that residential community associations must complete a reserve study, establish reserves to fund that study within 3 years, and then update that reserve study every 5 years afterwards. This was previously applicable in PG County and Montgomery County, but it's now statewide. All in all, I think this bill is great in concept, but as with anything new, it's creating quite a buzz. And it's causing people to ask a lot of questions, which I am going to try and answer for you today. But before we dive any deeper, here's a quick disclaimer for safety purposes. I am not an attorney or a reserve study specialist. Now that we have that out of the way, let's start with question 1. What is a reserve study? For those of you that don't know, a reserve study has 2 major parts. Those being a financial and a physical analysis of the condominium association. The physical study looks at the condition of common areas that associations are responsible for maintaining and repairing. Part of this study includes an estimation of the life cycle these items have. How often do they need to be replaced? How much will it cost to fix them? Think about the building's roof, parking lot, elevators, exterior, these types of items. The financial analysis simply ensures the association has enough funds in reserves to cover the cost of repairing or replacing these common elements. If those funds aren't available, associations will have to decide how to collect the money to ensure they have the proper reserves account balances. These 2 parts of the study, financial and physical, combined to paint a clear, uniform picture of the overall health and well-being of the property, placing all condos in the state on a level playing field. Now that we know the basics, let's look at some common questions. Does this bill cover all residential condos in the state? The answer is yes. The bill impacts every condominium association and many homeowner associations who share certain general common elements. As I understand, it does not impact buildings that are purely commercial in zoning or use. When does the reserve study need to be completed? The bill states that a community that has not had a reserve study completed after October 1st of 2018 must have one in place no later than October 1st, 2023. And that study must also be updated every 5 years thereafter. So what happens if an association didn't have a reserve study completed on time, or didn't know about this bill and hasn't even ordered one yet? Look, all I can tell you is this: you need to get one ordered. There are a lot of buildings that don't have the reserve studies yet. There are only so many professionals equipped to conduct these studies, and the waiting list is getting long. If an association hasn't had the study completed yet, they need to make sure they're talking to the right people and getting on a list to have it done soon. Next, can an association get fined or penalized if they don't have the reserve study on time? Great question, and from what I understand, the state of Maryland doesn't yet have any fines or enforcements in place. But that doesn't mean it won't be a problem for your association. What if the insurance companies who issue the master insurance policy for these condo buildings start charging premiums or even dropping associations that don't have the studies completed or ordered? How about lenders? Could they do something similar on their end? We don't know the answers just yet, but they're things we should all be watching out for. How do you know which associations this affects? This will affect anyone in a cooperative housing corp, a residential condo building, or an HOA that has responsibility for maintaining common areas for which initial installation costs total at least $10,000. Essentially, just about everybody. What does a buyer need to know? For buyers, this is mostly good news, especially in the long run. I said it earlier, I believe this is going to put all condo buildings on a level playing field, structurally and financially. We're going to be able to see exactly how physically and financially healthy every building is. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't exercise caution when buying a condo right now. In fact, buyers should exercise extreme caution when buying a condo right now. I'm not telling you it's a bad time to buy or the wrong time to buy. What I'm saying is you need to be aware and you need to do your due diligence. If you're well informed, educated, and aware of what's happening, you'll be sure you're buying the right place. Don't complicate it. If the building hasn't had a reserve study, you and your agent need to take a good hard look at the financials. Find out what major building updates and repairs have been done recently. Who's managing the building? These buildings can still be really good and really safe purchases if you know what to look for and if you ask the right questions. What about buildings that have had a reserve study completed? What do buyers need to know? First, you need to ask for a copy of that reserve study. Lastly, you need to make sure you know how much it's going to cost the building to fund the study and where those funds are going to come from. If you're satisfied with the answers to these questions, you can decide if you're ready to buy. In conclusion, when you're buying a new beach home and taking the new HB107 bill into account, it really boils down to having a general understanding of the bill, having a great realtor that can help you safely navigate the buying and selling process. I hope this video has helped you learn a little more about the bill and its implications. If you have any questions, our team here at the Fritschle Barker Group, Keller Williams in Ocean City, can help you find the answers. If you're looking to buy or sell your beach home, give us a call or shoot us an email so we can get started. If you enjoy our videos and you want to keep learning about buying or selling your next beach home in Ocean City, Maryland, go ahead and click the like and subscribe buttons below. If you have any ideas for future videos, let us know in the comments. We want to make sure we're making sure our videos help answer all the questions you have. See you next time.